Hello, welcome to the Good, the Bad and the Stupid. It's Wednesday the 13th of November. How are you doing? Welcome. If you've never been here before, this is a podcast. It's also a video and also, hey, yes, we've got a video. Remember that off the young ones. Have we got a video? Yes, we've got a video. Well, I've got a video and I've got a podcast as well. So also there's snippets of if you haven't got the whole time to listen to me ramble on for 20 minutes or half an hour, then I cut little sections out and I put them onto YouTube anyway, along with the videos of this. And have a look, see if there's any that you like. Show it to your friends. Don't show it to your mothers. They'll slap my wrists for being a naughty swearer, unless they are anything like my mother, who taught me how to swear very well. Anyway, let's crack on. What's the news? Boris Johnson's visited the flood areas. Too little, too late, according to most people. 6 days late. Everyone was just digging him and telling him, what the fuck's where's he been or what's going on. They haven't had no help. They've had to deal with it by themselves. I think there was something. Yeah, the other day. Where was he the other day? Because he was mucking about with a mop. He looked like somebody who's never even fucking held a mop in his hands before in his life. He didn't know what to do with it. It was funny how it was almost a twin for his hair. If it had been a bit of a fatter mop, he could have mistaken it for him. But anyway, he didn't know what he was doing. He pretended to mop for a little bit and then went, and then it's all showboating for the cameras, isn't it? So he's up there anyway, having a mooch, and he got somebody slagging him off, and then Jeremy Corbyn got somebody shouting, calling him a terrorist sympathiser at another place in Scotland. So that's probably a conservative. Well, it is a conservative voter or a Brexit voter, isn't it, or somebody like that? Because if they really did know anything, they'd know that wasn't fucking true anyway, wouldn't they? So, anyhow, let's move on away from the old politics again, because next thing you know, I'll have people getting in touch with me and calling me a fucking this, that, and the other for whatever I say on air. I don't know what I say sometimes. I just make it up as I go along. So, watch me tomorrow. I'll say something completely different. Brits now spend more on pasta than pies when they buy ready meals. Who's buying fucking ready meals? Are just like the shittest. And the shittiest attempt at fucking making yourself something to eat, aren't they? They're just a sad version of. Oh, some people can't cook and they haven't got time, but you got to pick the healthy ones. Some of those ones you pull out of the Iceland's bloody freezer things and just shove it in the microwave, and it's like a dinner. I'm not knocking anybody that's eating them here. I grew up eating these because they're cheap, but I'm just saying I cook now. But some of them TV dinners they've got the exact perfect space for each bit of food in it, haven't they? Like it's like a tray. Yeah, they're a bit. Anyway, we're ordering those pasta ready meals. Anyway, who orders pasta ready meals? I thought that were pastas. I mean, pasta's the easiest thing to cook. Come on, if you can't cook, just fucking boiling water and pasta and pesto. It's a piece of piss, isn't it? Anyway, I do pies, shepherd's pies, cottage pies. I mean, they ain't the easiest to cook, but if you shove it in the oven or whatever. Anyway, it's a £550 million business by the looks of it, or spent on Italian ready meals has gone up slightly 0.7% to 550 million quid. I don't know how they know these things. How do they know that every single person, whichever person's bought a meal from who and from where, and they've got the right down to 0.7%. It's crazy. This is because all shareholders want their money and they want fucking proof and they want things sold. That's why you're getting cheap shit for £1, a fucking full-on meal, supposed meal. But if you like them guys on that, I said the other day, who had a McDonald's burger in their shed for 25 years and it looks exactly the same, almost like a piece of plastic. The same would be with a lot of those foods. Anyway, but search through your shed, look past the fucking the McDonald's burger before you start stocking food in there for 25 years to see if it does as you experiment. There's have a look through your house and see if you got something like this, because this people had a teapot passed down through the family. It just looks like a normal green teapot with a little decorative thing on the top, little like peach or something. I don't know what. Green teapot, £1.4 million. I mean, and they even didn't even the appraisers said it would sell for a few thousand because it was Chinese, and you could tell it was a stamp on the bottom from this emperor. £1.4 million. I mean, that is just for a teapot. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how many times they've nearly dropped that, or like, or how many times they've, I don't know how many times they've just used it and just dumped it on the table, and like everybody's grabbing it and everything like that. Imagine, because that had a little bit of damage as well. Still made 1.4 million. Shit, I mean, you know, chance your arm. Don't put your whole house in the auction. You might find it's all worth fuck all, but you know, have a look. Anything quirky, anything that looks a little bit different, check it out. Because there was another thing the other week. Oh, I forget the artist's name now, but it was a woman in an Italian. I mean, lucky chance really, but this auctioneer happened to be visiting their house. I don't know what he was doing there now. Maybe he was coming to look at something else. But he walked past the kitchen and there was a picture on the wall, painting, small, about that big. Anyway, he took it off. I think something like 30 million quid it's gone for. He recognised that it might be by a particular artist. 30 million quid just hanging above where she's been washing her dishes and everything. Tell you what, it's crazy. That's fucking beats working for a living, doesn't it? If you can do that. More than 6,000 households still watch telly in black and white. 50 years after the advent of colour onto the BBC. I didn't realise. I thought colour was a lot longer before than that. Whichever way, there's a right way of saying that. So 6,000 people are still still watching black and white television. Or are they just saying that they're watching black and white TV because it's cheaper? It's a cheaper license, isn't it? So I can't imagine that. Probably have got a black and white TV, but they've probably also got a laptop or a thingy bob, an iPad or something or other, where they're getting away with it another way round. Anyway, black and white TV, it's quite. I don't mind watching black and white movies and everything. I don't mind watching it. I suppose it wouldn't be so good watching something that was all colourful, all singing, all dancing. You know, cartoons and stuff must be difficult to watch in black and white, so the kids won't like it. Kids will be like, oh. If you bring the kids round and you put the TV on, they'll be crying their eyes out, won't they? If the Scooby-Doo was in black and white, they're not going to have it. It's one way of getting rid of the kids. One way, if you're not happy about having the grandkids come round, just flick it onto black and white and that, and like they go, oh, sorry, the TV's playing up. They'll be like fucking hassling their mum to take them home. So there you go. Good ideas here. You come to the right place if you want to know how to dodge and fucking get away with things and to not do your bit. I'm your man. Right, okay. Gin. Well, it is dung. It's dung gin. This is if there weren't enough varieties of gin on sale, a firm in South Africa has infused the spirit gin with elephant dung. Makers describe the product's flavour as lovely, wooded, almost spicy and earthy, and one that changes subtly with the seasons and location. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit and enjoy a fucking drink, a glass of elephant shit. No, I probably could enjoy it if you hadn't told me. If you hadn't, if you know, it probably is woody and earthy and spicy and whatever else. I could enjoy it if you never mentioned it, but if you're going to say, yeah, I'll try that, it's got elephant shit in it, I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to. I can probably just go, yeah, okay, it tastes nice. Now can I have a beer, please? You know, how many people are going to? It'll be a novelty. People might go for it, but I suppose they might have to put a big stamp on it that we're supporting the conservation of elephants or whatever, and like pull on your heartstrings that way or something. But don't call it. What's it called? Indlavu gin. Okay, so that's a little bit less. It's a bit inconspicuous in the title. If it was just called fucking, you know, the turd of an elephant or something or other. It wouldn't fly, I'm afraid. So anyway, we'll see. Let's see if that one comes and hits the shelves anywhere near you soon. You know, is there anything else? That's going to start. That might even start off a run of animals. Then, mightn't it? You might end up with fucking. You won't end up with rhino shit because there won't be no rhinos left, and my fucking elephants will be on the last legs. It probably it'd be fucking rare if anything. Maybe hold on to a bottle if you do get some, because when the elephants are all wiped out, that bottle might actually be worth something, because you've got what elephant shit, that animal that used to be fucking all over the place, all over the African plains, and now all we've got is some fucking arseholes with tusks on the desk and shit in their gin. Anyhow, where are we going? Le Mans. I want to watch this film, Le Mans, with Christian Bale and Matt Damon. Could be Christian Bale's. He looks like he's got a really. He's a great actor anyway, isn't he? But he's part in that film with Mark Wahlberg, the boxing film. That was just fucking brilliant. It was just such a wacky character, and I think he looks a bit like the same kind of deal in this. I've only seen about a 5-minute clip, but he looked like he was being a bit of a crazy dude in it. What I didn't realise was that he's playing a Brummie. He's playing a Birmingham, and he's got a maverick Brummie accent in it, and he's like a really good actor, isn't he? So I'd like to see whether he's pulled it off, whether he sounds anything like me, and if he has, because a lot of people don't. Peaky Blinders, a lot of them ones in Peaky Blinders struggled with it. So I bet he's fucking nailed it bang on, because I don't think he ever really puts a foot wrong, does he? He's English as well. Anybody know that? I'm sure he did. But he puts, so there you go. He puts on the American accent like you wouldn't know. And then he puts his obviously English, but I've seen him do. You know, it must be hard because he lives in America all that time. Then to do an full-on English accent, you know. So we'll see. There you go. Anyway, Le Mans, I've got to figure out. I'm interested now to find out who the bloke is that he's about, because he obviously was a Brummie. So another interesting Brummie. I'm not the only one, you know. Chris Kamara is. I spoke about him the other day, going for Christmas #1. It's mad though. What shit some people buy. That's Christmas, isn't it? That's people just buying random. Oh, Dave likes watches Sky Sports all the time. That's it. Chris Kamara in the stocking. That's what it is. It's almost like chuck away money. He's never listened to it, Dave won't. He'll just. It's just a filler, stocking filler, isn't it? So that's what they're going for. Anyway, he's going to travel. He's going on tour and everything. He's right milking it. I thought he'd just done one. He's done a fucking album. So and he's going on a UK tour. So he's obviously fucking thinks a lot of himself. He knows he's got the fucking. He knows he's got it. So that's good. It gives you confidence. And he thinks he's done it. He's nailed it. Then why not? You know, might be a few social clubs on the tour, but whatever. If you can fill the places, then fair enough. There you go, Chris Kamara coming to a town near you. Take your earplugs, or buy them as a what's it called, a joke present. I'm only joking, Chris. If you see this, which you won't, each to their own. Do it, go for it. Fuck it, you got a platform. Why not? You know what I mean? If I ever got a chance, I'm not going to say I'm never going to do something like that. You never know in the future. No, I don't know what. Who knows? You might see me in all sorts of places. I won't do any of those reality bullshit though. There you go. Look back on this when I do it. Sir Rod Stewart looks chuffed with his latest gift. Somebody's gave him a railway carriage. He's quite mad, isn't he? Because Rod Stewart loves railway stuff. He's banging to his model railway kit in his attic and everything. It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, that's just a real fucking passion killer, isn't it, really? It's hardly like, right, love, I'm off up to play with my train set. You know what I mean? It's like, I was going to fucking have a glass of elephant shit with you. No, I've got the fat controller needs fixing. Oh, fucking, so she's like, I have to sit downstairs and do a knitting or something. You know what I mean? It's like, anyway, he's banging into it, and he's like, he's come 6 months after he gave £10,000 to a railway club when vandals wrecked their displays. Yeah, and that shit always gets nicked and ends up at the markets and that as well, doesn't it? I think. Yeah, you'll see train sets and that about. But I don't know if it gets nicked. I think people die and the stuff gets cleared out and it ends up in the markets and whatever. So, you know, one day, 20, 30, 40 years' time, well, how old is he? Say 40 years' time and give him a bit of longevity, you might find Rod Stewart's fucking train set down the market. Might be worth something. Black and white telly's done that. What's this one? I'm not going to. Troubled snooker star Willie Thorne has announced that he and his former Miss Great Britain wife have split up. They put that in the paper for. That's like, if you fucking he said and then they start dissing him, saying he's like lost his gambling, made a fortune before gambling addiction left him $1 million in debt, and blah 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 blah. It's like, fucking, why are you troubling people like that? You know what I mean? Oh, it's split up. You can't put every single person in the paper that's split up with their bloody missus. It's sad. But, you know, it's fucking pretty much standard, isn't it? Everybody splits up with everybody. So if very few that make it all the way, and they fucking want to punch each other in the face. No, I'm only kidding. It's not like the old days, stay together forever. Sickness in your health. Is sickness in your health, and sign this prenuptial now, or at least do women have to give half to you? I don't even know what the deal is with that. I should hope so, if they do. Or can they take half your debt as well? Could they keep half your debt? That's a good one. If you're miles in debt, and somebody, like, you know, they can split the bill, as you say. A mum who has beaten breast cancer 10 minutes later. What? A mum found out she had this is a good story. This is a feel-good story. A mum found out she had beaten breast cancer. Then 10 minutes later, discovered she and her hubby had won the lottery. Yeah, I mean, forget the lottery. You just won the lottery before that, haven't you? You've just, it's bringing a tear to my eye. You've won the lottery already. You've just been cleared of cancer. So fucking, you know, more than cause to celebrate. And then she's gone and won the lottery. So £1 million. Absolutely brilliant. That's like, you know, couldn't have gone to a fucking better place, could it? It made her day. And like, now you just go and, because a lot of times all this stuff, it's fucking stressful lives and all that kind of stuff that put you in these positions anyway, isn't it? So now you can probably live a stress-free life, and, you know, who knows? But you're going to see the world anyway, so good on you. What's her name? Lynn Price from, I don't know where you're from, but good on you, Lynn. Enjoy the money. About time that shit happened to me, I know that. The fucking the money, not the fucking breast cancer. Thomas Cook workers have taken to the skies again. Hayes Travels have taken 2,500 staff on and brought all 155 travel agencies. That's fucking that's all right. And I never even heard of them. Hayes Travel. Hayes. Have I or haven't I? Anyway, good on them. They've joined 700 managers. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, but there you go. So there was light at the end of the tunnel for them. They've just switched companies. Thought that had gone down the pan. They must have picked it up for next to nothing. Right, packets of cocaine washing up on the French beach yesterday. Talked about that. A boy aged 17 faces jail after trying to make off with £11 of the drug worth 210 grand. Fuck it, so they're weighing it and then going, right, because his probably punishment will be based on how much. You know, it's opportunist, isn't it? I mean, you can't fucking put him in prison for that or jail him for that. That's like, what's his story? He might be broke. He might be fucking, that might have been his lottery, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not condoning that, but I'm saying that shit like that washes up on the beach, people are going to take a chance, you know. He might be one of the ones who, he might turn his life, changed his life. Anyway, that's changed his life because he's going to have to go to prison or whatever they're going to do with him. That's a shame. Or maybe they've just put that out to put anybody else going off, but it ain't going to put people off. I think the people will take the chances with that one. A drink driving businessman offered cops £10,000 bribe not to arrest him. You know, what's that cop story? That cop could have gone, oh, 10 grand. I mean, that's putting you on the spot there, isn't it? Because I think I'd take it if I was a policeman over a drink driving. You know, it's not like it's a murder or anything. If it's like, you know, there's some things that you just have to go, no, sorry, you're nicked. But drink driving, oh no, sorry, drink driving. Actually, drink driving, it ain't good. Maybe depends on how close he was to his house, but it's not right, is it? Drink driving. I thought it was speeding. So no. Anyway, you check your morals and see where you'd be on it. But anyway, he offered him 10 grand, and he said no, and he's been done for it. So 10 grand's nothing to be sniffed at, really, is it? He could have just drove him home. If you caught him, he could have said, don't do it again, then drove him home, so he's not going to drink drive now, and he's going to be in bed, wake up sober. You're 10 grand better off. The streets were safe. So yeah, that's what I'd do. Got to have both, you know, so keep the road safe and pocket 10 grand. Where are we going? I said yesterday about Francis Rossi not doing the celebrity get me out of here, because he said he wouldn't share a toilet and whatever else. They keep offering him to go in and do it, and he's got a guitar in auction at the moment. It's going to sell for 150 grand. So therefore, he doesn't need to do in the jungle, does he? He can get 150 grand off a guitar, and he's probably got hundreds of guitars as well. So just filter them out one after another. He paid 75 quid for it in 1968. So yeah, as he said, well, wait for them to come in with $1 million, and then like, you're just going to have to do it for $1 million. You know, you're just going to have to do it and then just be an absolute arsehole and get kicked out. Manchester United legends Ryan Giggs and Gary Neville are charging £1,750 a night for a suite in their new hotel. So they're down with the kids, innit they? Fucking hell. What kind of people are they hobnobbing about with? I know they're all money men, ain't they? But, I mean, that hotel's just going to be... Who can afford that? I mean, that's just, some people pay... Even if I could afford it, £1,750 for one night, when I think all I'm going to do is just go to sleep, I don't think I could justify it. You know what I mean? I think I'd still, even if I was rich, I'd still be in the travel lodge, and I'd think, oh, know what I can do with that 1,750 quid. The only time that pays is if it's coming out of a company's money, not out of your pocket. So I tell you what, a bit after Tories will be in there, or Labour, or whatever else, politicians, people milking expenses somewhere down the line. Most people wouldn't pay that out of their own pocket, no chance. A serial dine and dash conman barred from restaurants across the city is going to get a free Christmas dinner this year in prison, because he's been dining out at restaurants. Is he on his own? He's been dining out at restaurants, eating a load of food, then trying to pay with a dodgy card and going, oh, sorry, the card's in, and then running off. Where's he doing that? In Oxford. So he's been doing that around all the restaurants. Now he's been barred from all the restaurants across the city. So his photo is like, well, everybody probably knows him already now, because he's already done the dash from it. Each to their own, you know. If he's skint, maybe he's skint, maybe he could be homeless, dude. You know what I mean? Just found a nice suit somewhere, dumped in a bag. I thought, you know what? I'm fucking eating. I don't give a shit. And this is how I'm going to manage to eat. Could be. He might just be a chancer who just don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But that's a good. If you're homeless, you got to do what you got to do, ain't you? And if it means fucking running off after you've had something to eat, then so be it. Comedian Ricky Gervais is returning to host the Golden Globes. He said they've made him an offer that he couldn't refuse. So, but that's a good job. But he probably didn't. He said he didn't want to do it, but they've made him an offer. And sometimes that's another world as well, isn't it? He could pay the $1,750. I wonder if he would in the hotel. But he's going to be over there, all expenses paid, top hotel. Where do they do it? Is it in Las Vegas or California? Anyway, he's just going to be living it up and getting loads of dough. And all he is, he's going to be taking the piss out of fucking all the Hollywood stars, and you see him squirming. You just think they're just thinking, oh, if you're nominated, you're pretty much nominated to have the piss ripped out of you by Ricky Gervais, ain't you? Because your name has to be mentioned, and he'd have thought of fucking something funny to take the piss out of you with. So, if I was you, play, this year, play your acting skills down a little bit and try and not get nominated. Otherwise, you're fucking going to be hung out to dry by Ricky Gervais on the, Well, they give you some. They like when they was taking a piss out of Mel Gibson for his alcohol, and who else did they had? I don't know, other people for being divas and all that kind of shit. And you can tell they don't like it because half of them, they think they're fucking something, don't they? And you ain't nothing, and that's what I like about it, because it just brings people down to earth. Because you just, buddy, and you got money, and you got to fucking, you act. You ain't saving lives. You ain't fucking, you ain't fucking catching murderers and doing all that kind of shit. You just fucking, you're acting. You're doing a job that is fun and having a laugh, and you get paid a lot of dough for it, and you fucking look. You put on a pedestal, so it's good for somebody to come along and boot the fucking pedestal away in it and just go, hang on, let's see what's fucking funny about you, mate. Right, okay, let's wrap this up then. I still had loads more to do, but I'm trying to keep these to a certain time. So, school buses were left feeling snout of sorts, they've put, because X-rated Peppa Pig mock-ups were added to its pictures on Google searches. This is a school in Birmingham, where I'm from. Shenley Academy saw images of Mummy and Daddy Pig romping naked in the mud. Who's done that? Come on, grow up. Is it the Russians? Somebody's hacked their computer and done that. Who's done that? Come on, the kids, or I suppose the kids are quite clever with computers these days. I mean, they're teaching us how to make websites and that. It's just kids are just stuck to water with computer stuff. So some either that or a childish adult's done it, isn't it? Childish adult with a good sense of humour. Anyway, but yeah, so that's funny. Peppa Pig. I thought first of all it was a fucking porno, like they made a porno out of Bake Off. Was talking about it yesterday. And I thought someone's made a porno out of Peppa the Pig. That's a bit off, isn't it? Right, we're going to finish up on one more thing. Two Brit holidaymakers were so drunk they knocked on a police station door after forgetting the name of their hotel. The couple in their 50s stunned cops when they rang the buzzer in Italy at 4 a.m, slurring the words, "We are lost, we have no idea where we are staying, can you help us?" That's fucking standard, isn't it? I mean, they ain't the first to do that, surely. Maybe they've just first to knock on those two policemen's door, but pissed up Brits abroad, getting lost or not knowing where the fuck they are, or waking up or finding themselves in random situations. Come on, that's pretty much a British holiday. Everybody's got a story like that from every single holiday that they've been on, so those Italian cops must be living in bloody 1950s Heartbeat or something with Nick. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? Who sang that? Every loser wins. Used to be in EastEnders. Come on, you can't talk to me, but come on, I'm helping you. You're helping me. Nick. Not come to me. Sorry, I can't dwell on it. You remember, every loser wins. Heartbeat. Anyway, so that's where I'm going to leave it. Think of his name. Tell me tomorrow. Right, I'll see you later. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. Catch you later. See you later. Bye.